excited to welcome you to another episode of This Is Our 12 Employee Spotlight Series. I am your host, world-renowned meteorologist Conley Isom, an E-rate specialist, and I'm joined here with, introduce yourself.
I'm Jeni. I'm one of the counselor specialists in federal programs.
Okay, well, we've got a series of questions, so don't be nervous. You should be good. We'll be good with this. All right, question number one. What does a typical day of work look like to you?
Oh man, it's fast-paced. It could be anything from a speaking engagement with students on safety to doing professional development for counselors. Sometimes it's a call that's pretty tough to try to help a district out if there's a loss or a situation like that. So a day can just go in a lot of different directions for me.
Gotcha. All right, question two. Tell us about your journey up to this point. How did you get here to Region 12?
I went to school at Stephen Austin in Nacogdoches, Texas, and my major there was rehabilitation psychology, which is a little bit different. Then I went, actually as an intern, I want to say this, my very first experience that I thought had a foundation to help me with the work I do today is working as an intern at corporate communications for Continental Airlines. And while I was very young, I learned a lot there. I learned a lot of skills. I learned how important those would translate to later things in life, and I use most of those things now. But I went into education, became a special education teacher, and I loved that experience. Built work programs as a VAC and transition specialist. Then went into school counseling and with a /LPC professional counselor licensure, and then I came here.
Wow, awesome. All right. Question number three. What's something you don't get to talk about that you're proud of or that you're passionate about?
Well, I did get to do something and to take action on this, but I've always been a very strong advocate for online safety for kids. I'm a big believer and fan of technology, but I'm also very passionate about ensuring that children understand, especially what the responsibility is for using their devices. So I do have a website for that and have a lot of help in promoting and starting that journey, but it is very close to my heart.
What's the website?
The website is ihadnoideace.com for I Had No Idea Me. And the reason why is because whenever I started learning all of this, I'm the one that had no idea about what was possible.
Yeah.
But then as I would visit with students and more adults, parents, and educators, every time we would cover a different facet of safety, they would say that I had no idea that this could happen. So because we kept hearing it, we put it into the title.
Well, I will say personally, as a father of two teenagers now, I appreciate your passion for it because I sat in on one of your sessions a couple of years ago and thought, I need to start thinking about that. So yes, I love that. Thank you for doing that. All right, question four. What makes Region 12 a great place to work, besides me?
And you do. Of course, I think it's that we have a very strong desire to serve our schools. And we do so in so many different ways. I appreciate so many different types of work that we do here at Region 12, and I think it's a very highly sought out place for people to come to work and to participate in the things we do. I love that. I appreciate that our leadership is very forward about the work of service, and that means a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, question five. What is the best piece of advice you've received that you would like to pass on to the audience?
Don't take days for granted. Even if you're having a bad day about something and it is totally understandable to want to take a minute to vent it, do so, but realize that you're going to hopefully get another day. The sun's going down, it's going to come back up. A good friend of mine takes some lovely sunset pictures, and every time I see that, it reminds me to don't take a day for granted.
She does, and I share those too sometimes.
That's right.
All right, now we're going to move into, they call it the rapid fire questions, but I'm going to call it the lightning round.
Oh,
Can we get like special effects, sound effects maybe added to this? All right, so here's the lightning round questions for you. Are you ready?
Ready.
What other career did you almost pursue?
Journalism.
Which pillar of our vision do you relate to the most? Innovate, empower, or educate?
Innovate right now.
Why?
Because if we don't innovate, we can't empower.
You rehearsed that. That's a great answer. All right. What is your favorite place in our region? It can be a city, restaurant, store, or park.
There's this precious little sandwich shop in Hyco called, I hope I pronounced it correctly, Ice. sandwich shop, and I was there on a crisis call and had a sandwich from there. It was adorable.
That's awesome. I'll have to try that.
It made my day happier.
All right, if Region 12 had a mascot, what would it be?
An owl.
An owl. Why?
An owl symbolizes wisdom, and I think because knowledge is going to be so easily transferred, especially in coming years, wisdom, there's no such thing as artificial wisdom. There's that.
Awesome. All right, if you could trade places with any other employee at the service center for a day, who would it be?
Keith Mossett,
Why?
because I think he has access to cool technology.
And I feel like he's watching all of us, right?
He probably
Technology.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows. He knows. All right, who would you interview, or who would you like to interview next for this?
Probably my brother Alan Carrizales.
Perfect. And I got one more question.
Sure.
What is your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich, I love probably an Italian type sandwich.
Okay.
You know, something that has a lot to it. I try to only limit myself every now and then, but I do like a sandwich like that.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, that's it. You survived the lightning round.
Ah!
Congratulations.
Great.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of This is R12 Employee Spotlight. We'll see you on the next one.